to stop caring what other people think. I have a little confession for you. I spent the majority of my life caring so badly about what other people thought about me that I drove myself crazy trying to keep everybody happy. And it kept me from being my true, authentic self. Ask anyone who knows me now, who knew me 20 years ago, and they'll say, she's not even anywhere close to the same person. And it's not because I'm 20 years older than I was 20 years ago. It's because I'm completely different. 20 years ago, I wasn't embracing my authenticity. I wasn't embracing my true self. I was too busy trying to please everyone because I was so self-conscious about their feedback. I was so self-conscious about their opinions. But there are 4 secrets that I have learned and implemented in my life that have helped me get over caring about what anybody thinks. And it works everywhere. I'm all over social networking. I'm here on YouTube. I get positive and negative comments all the time. And I appreciate it when you guys start typing into the comments, which I always encourage you to take notes down there. So go ahead and open the comment section and start taking notes. But even if you put a comment in there that's like, you're dumb and you're ugly, it's okay. That's your opinion. And the reason that I can just look at something like that and be like, meh, okay, is because of the 4 secrets that I'm sharing with you today. 4 things that you can implement right now, beliefs that you can adopt to help you not give a shit about what anybody else thinks ever again.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
I used to care so much about what other people think that I let opportunities pass me by. I waited and waited and waited forever to even do anything like this, go out and give my knowledge or share things that I knew, ask people for their opinions, because I was just so afraid of being hurt. I was so afraid of being insulted or not accepted. And why? I was wasting moments, precious moments of my life. And you know what else I was doing other than just wasting my life? I was stealing, really. My contribution, my unique contribution that I'm supposed to bring to the world, the reason that I'm here, I was stealing that because I wasn't embracing my true self and who I am. But I'm about to share with you my 4 secrets, the 4 truths that I just remind myself of and repeat them to myself whenever I start to feel any sort of comment or feedback, just kind of get to me. We've all done this. We've all put something out there on social networking and you get a bunch of likes or whatever, and then one person gives you the frowny face on Facebook or types in I don't like this, or I don't agree, or this is stupid, or you figure out that somebody who you've been friends with for a long time has unfriended you because you put something out that irritated them or made them angry. We've all had that happen, and I'm not saying that it's going to feel good, but these 4 things help you to just not care so much so that you can just kind of let it roll off and then move on. So I want you to take notes here, and I'm always saying this, type things into the comments here, the chat section. I will answer every single thing that you put down in there, I promise. Or take notes, something to help you learn, because when you hear it once and then write it, that means you've learned it twice. And if you've learned it twice, then it's going to stay with you longer. It's going to be stronger knowledge in there. So do yourself a favor and take notes, or use the comment section to take your notes and just type in your learnings in the comment section. So the first truth that you really need to embrace when you're trying to get over caring so very much about what other people think is that when people give you feedback, it's not about you. And I know that doesn't really sound right. If they're giving me feedback, it's about me. No, it's really about them. It's their opinion, it's their thought, and they're sharing something, and they may have really bad boundaries, so they may not understand how to be respectful. So their feedback is really more about you than it is about them. There's one thing that's true that I've seen in a lot of the clients that I've worked with around the world, and when people come to me with relationship issues and they start complaining about things in their partner or spouse that bother them, what I see is a mirror to the things that they don't like about themselves. So the first truth that you need to embrace is it's really not about you, it's about them. So type that in. It's not about me, it's about them. The second thing that you've really got to understand is that you have to play with what the worst case scenario is. Let's say I put a video out there. Let's say this one. Let's say this bombs and people hate it and they think that yellow is a bad color on me and that I didn't do a good job with my makeup and you don't like my accent. What's the worst case scenario that can happen? Really, what's the worst thing that could happen? What if I go out into public in a new outfit and my butt looks fat? What's the worst thing that can happen? The second trick, the second truth is the worst thing that could happen is not as bad as my imagination would have me think it is. So type that in or write that down. The worst thing that could happen is not that bad. Always play with worst case scenarios whenever you are doing any reading feedback, looking at comments on Facebook, getting opinions from people. Always play the worst case scenario game, because the worst case scenario is really not as bad as you think it's going to be. My third secret is that I know for a fact that not everyone, no matter how perfect you are, no matter how much you give, no matter how kind you are, there are some people who are just going to not like you, and that's okay. Have you ever met somebody and either they rubbed you the wrong way or you just didn't feel that connection with them and you're like, they're very easily forgettable, or it's not going to hurt your feelings if you never see them again? It's just like that. And you have a perfect right to not feel drawn to that person. Not everybody's going to feel drawn to you. And so when you're feeling that and you feel rejected, instead of feeling that rejection, take a deep breath, enjoy a deep belly breath, and then be so grateful for the times that you do have that deep connection, and bring those people to mind and release the one. Release the one with the dislike bias. Okay, does that make sense? So that is number 3. That's what I want you to write down in the notes or in the comment section. There is a dislike bias, and not everyone's going to like you, and it's okay. Variety is the spice of life. And the fourth thing that I always remind myself of, everyone has an opinion, and write this down. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone is right, including you. Everyone has an opinion and everyone is right. I want you to type that into the chat. Everyone has an opinion, everyone is right, including me. So that means if you have an opinion that opposes my opinion, we're both right from where we sit. Every single person's opinion is the truth, but that doesn't mean that you have to adopt it as your truth. There was a video that I posted on GILD Coaching's private Facebook group, which you're more than welcome to join. There's a link down below in the video description. It's called the Gilded Life Group. It's our private group, but you are invited to join. So go and join that. But there was a video that I did, I don't know, a few weeks ago in that group. And I just asked a question. And the question was, what if you had been taught your whole life that whenever anybody gave you an opinion about anything, including yourself, that you took a step back and you asked one simple question, and that one simple question is this my truth? Is this true, and is it my truth? So you have to ask yourself that whenever you get an opinion, because opinions are very cheap. They're easy and they're free. They're everywhere. Everybody has one. But it doesn't mean that it has to be your truth. And if you're getting offended by other people's opinions, then you may need a check of your own boundaries. So you can get a free boundaries assessment as well. That is also linked in the video description below. Check that out. There's tons of freebies and goodies for you down there. And hopefully this video has served you well. If it has, will you give me a thumbs up, please? Hit the subscribe button and the little bell that will let you know the next time that we drop a video that can help you live a life with more success and lower stress. See ya.